Hamas is set to release 6 hostages and return the bodies of 4 other captives this week as part of a ceasefire agreement with Israel. According to Hamas, it includes the bodies of Shri Silberman Bibas and her 2 young children, Ariel and Kfir. All the 6 living Israeli hostages held in Gaza will be freed on Saturday. They include 2 Israelis, Avera Mengistu and Hisham al-Sayed, who have been held by Hamas since entering the Strip over a decade ago. The other 4, Tal Shoham, Omer Shemtov, Omer Wenkat, and Elia Cohen, were kidnapped during the October 7, 2023 attack.
The movement and the resistance decided to hand over 4 bodies of the occupation prisoners on Thursday, February 20th. And the enemy will release the corresponding prisoners on Saturday, February 22nd, according to the agreement. Secondly, we will release on Saturday, February 22nd, the remaining living prisoners whose release was agreed in the first phase, numbering 6.
33 Israeli hostages were due for release under the first phase of the fragile Gaza truce that took effect last month, with 19 freed so far in exchange for more than 1,100 Palestinian prisoners. Of the remaining 14, Israel says 8 are dead. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office subsequently confirmed that during indirect negotiations in Cairo, agreements were reached for the 6 living hostages to be handed over on Saturday, in addition to 4 bodies on Thursday and 4 more next week. The family of Shiri Bibas and her sons Ariel and Kfir said they were in turmoil at the news, noting they had still received no official confirmation of their loved ones' deaths. Ariel and Kfir, the youngest hostages, have become a national symbol of hostages' plight for many Israelis. Hamas had previously said that Shiri and their children were killed in an Israeli airstrike in November 2023, but Israel did not confirm their deaths. Their father was also taken hostage separately and was released alive during a previous hostage-prisoner exchange. Meanwhile, heavy construction equipment has begun to enter the Gaza Strip. Egypt's Al Ghad TV reported that the equipment crossed from Egypt into Gaza through the Rafah crossing. The entry of equipment into Gaza has been a sticking point, with Hamas last week threatening to halt the release of hostages deal unless the items were allowed in. A joint report by the World Bank, United Nations and European Union has estimated a cost of nearly $53 billion for reconstruction and recovery needs in Gaza. Saudi Arabia is set to host the leaders of Egypt, Jordan, Qatar and the United Arab Emirates on Friday to present their own plan for Gaza's reconstruction. Egypt will host an extraordinary Arab League meeting on Gaza on March 4th. Qatar, a key mediator in the Gaza conflict, said on Tuesday that Palestinians must decide the territory's future.
I would say that the Israeli government would have to reply to such a question. From our perspective, this is a Palestinian question on what happens in the sector post this conflict. It's a Palestinian question on who represents the Palestinians and who represent them, in official capacity and administrative capacity, but also the political groups and the political parties that are in their political sphere, and it is not a question for us or anybody else to answer.
China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi echoed similar sentiments as he chaired a United Nations Security Council meeting. He said that Gaza and the West Bank are the homeland of the Palestinian people, not a bargaining chip in political trade-offs.
The situation in West Asia remains tense and fragile. Gaza and West Bank are the homeland of the Palestinian people, not a bargaining chip in political trade-offs. Palestinians governing Palestine is an important principle that must be followed in the post-conflict governance of Gaza. It is vital to uphold the two-state solution, press for a comprehensive, just and lasting settlement of the Palestinian question, and bring lasting peace and security to West Asia.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.